So now we see for the yesterday for the functions, right? So today we'll discuss with the different topic, like we have the recording options we have. So what are the options in recording options? We'll do for today recording options and runtime settings we can observe for today. And so some points for the recording and script protocols, code generation and configuration rules, advanced and mapping and filter and chain configuration and code generation. So this all will be recording options. So very important for the recording options. So if you went office also, someone will ask for the some just casually also they will ask interview questions, just cross check point of view. What are the recording options? So you guys will be well know for the in recording what are the options we have. Recording we have the options HTML based and URL based we have, and after that script, and after that protocols, like which protocol you are selected, that protocol it will display here. So now we are selected web HTTP HTML. So and after that code generation, so this will be fine, and rules. So if you tell for the rules means rules which purpose we can use to handle the dynamic value. So we can create our own rule and we can import or export to the possible for that point of view. So you need to explain like this. And advanced, we have the different options. Like you want to every time keep for the every page you want to keep for this web break find function means you need to enable this. So then only you will get for the each and every page will be you will get for this one. Then only you will be able to do the script proper. Proper scripting means just definitely you need to enable the for the web breakpoint function. And going to the mapping and filter. So in the mapping and filter, capture level already we discussed. We have the three types, like socket level data and VNet level, and socket level and VNet level. So socket level, when we can go, like it is a web-based application, obviously we can go with the socket level data. Maybe it could be Windows-based application like Citrix application, SAP GUI application. This kind of application will go with the VNet level data. So maybe sometimes what will happen, you are recording only web application only, but you are unable to recording the script. Then you can select for this option. Both option also you can select. So these are options also important. You told as a in recording option mapping and filter. So in the mapping filter, what are the things will be there? So you need to give for the capture level, we have the socket level, VNet level, and socket level, VNet level. And as simple as we have the options we have. This is also very important. So we have the like socket level options. We have the different type of versions will be there. So it depends on the our application developed from the which socket level option, you need to select that option. So maybe your application developed, they are using for TLS 1.0, then you can select this. Maybe it is SSL 2x3, you can select this. So depends on that application, we can select for this. So maybe sometimes
Sir,
what will happen,
Sir, doubt, sir.
Yeah, we can continue after, okay?
Sir,
Okay,
how we will come to know, sir, TSL or SSL?
Yes, I will give that also. Okay. So sometimes
Okay.
what will happen is actually we can keep for the as usually only we can record. Maybe we can record is done, then it is good. Maybe it is not done, then you need to spoke with the your client or your teammates. Actually, I am unable to recording. I have given for the SSL version, SSL 2x3. It is correct version or not, you need to check them. It's clear? So this is also very important, socket level options. And after that, we have the chain and configuration and the code generation. So these options are important. Going to the recording options, we have the HTML URL. So we go to the HTML advanced, we can see the like a script content URL and web submit data, and record within the current script step we are keeping. So actually, what is difference between web submit data and web submit form? Anyone ask me? So web submit data nothing but it submit the data in the form of item data. It is context based data. So web submit form also it is a submit the data in the form of item data. It is context based data. So based on that we can give for the answer, and as same to the like when we can switch from the HTML to URL mode. So what is the HTML mode means? Nothing but we can record the user actions only, then we can go with the HTML base. Maybe you want to record the user actions along with the server side resource also you can record, means you can go with the URL base. And one more thing, for example, Flipkart application will be there. So what will happen in Flipkart application? Day to day, they are giving for the home page different offers keeping, and every day is the page is keep on changing. If you are recorded in HTML based, then what will happen is your script will be not record properly, as same to your script will be failed, because today they are given some Samsung or anything phone for today offer. Maybe tomorrow they will give for the different one. So that is why, see, for example, we can observe here. We'll go here and we'll open our Flipkart or Amazon. See, in this space, they are giving these offers. So every day will be same. Every day will be same or not?
No.
It will different, right? Means day to day will be the pages, their offers, and everything will be changes happening. So you can record is using for the HTML base, then you are unable to record proper, and your some request also is missed. So that is why we can switch from the URL mode, then you will get for the web custom request functions. So when you record for the, what is the difference between anyone asked for the HTML based and URL based? Means HTML based, we can record the only user actions, but URL mode, we can record the user actions along with the server side resource also. And doing for the scripting, easy way for the HTML based. But doing scripting in URL mode will be some difficult, because HTML based we can get for the less number of dynamic values. Going to the URL base, we'll get for the use number of dynamic value, because we are getting for the number of server side values. So based on your application, so it is a dynamic application, then you are obviously going to the URL mode, then only you are able to record properly. Your application is not dynamic, like for example, we have the application will be there, like APSRTC, TSRTC will be there. Every time will be same. Okay, so you can go for the HTML mode is also fine. But it's Amazon, Flipkart, or this type of things will be there. Every day to day will be changing for that home page. So that is why you need to record using for the URL based. It's clear, everyone? What is the difference between HTML based and URL based?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. And
sir, one doubt, sir. Sir, web submit data, web submit form, what is the difference, sir?
Yeah, web submit data, nothing but where you are giving some data to the application. Means that is a context based data. Means you are submitting to the application, so that is we can call it as a context based data. But web submit form means it is purely it is coming from the, not from you, you are not entering, it is coming from the through application. So that is a context-less data.
Okay.
Okay, so that is also important. Okay, and one more thing, we have the web break find is there, right? Previous versions we have the web find is there. So interview question will be happening for the everyday, like what is the difference between web break find and web find? So web break find is the registration function. We are writing for the above of the request. But previous version is a web find, that is not a registered function. We are writing for the after the request we are written. Previously we written here like web find. Okay, so we are writing for the after the request. So these are the very important for the, this is also what is difference between web find and web break find. And as same to this is the decrypted version, like we are not using for the web find, web break find only current version we are using. So it's clear, everyone? So now we'll come to the functions. We have the LR functions and web functions we have. So how many web functions we know? Every day we are doing scripting. Actually, we know for the some functions, web URL function will be there. This is the web function, web URL function. So when it is generated web URL function, when you are clicking to the application or anything you are clicking, means it is generating as a web URL function. And after that, and you can observe WebSocket option also is one of the our web function, website socket option. And you can observe SSL version auto means it is pick for the anything.
Okay.
And you guys we know for the web break find also one of the web function only, and web image check also one of the web function. So we know only in a script what we know, web submit data also one of the web function. And apart from this, you guys will be know some other also. What are there? Web break separam, web break separam ex, web break separam reg exp. So these all also web functions. So each and every function which purpose you can use also, you guys will be know for that as of now, right? And one more function also we know, website max HTML length forum length function. So interview will ask for the what is the website max HTML forum length function. You will not ask how many how many web functions you know. So what are you know, you can give for the answers like web break find and web find and web URL and web submit data, web break separam ex. What you know, you need to give for the 5 to 6. Okay.
Okay.
So and same to we have the LR functions also we have. So LR functions nothing but load runner functions. So load runner functions we have like LR. 1 minute, we'll go to the step toolbox and we are able to see the all functions. If you want web means you can click web. If you want for the LR functions means you can click web. So we know for the in script point of also we know for the some functions for the LR functions. LR start transaction, LR end transaction. LR start transaction, LR end transaction. You can observe LR start transaction and LR end transaction. And one more thing, LR think time. So what is the think time? So think time nothing but the delay between the action to action. Nothing but when you are recording the script, right, as a manual user doing, right, at that time some delay it is happen. So that delay we can call it as a think time. So LR start transaction, LR think time, and you can observe here we can see the LR end transaction, and we have the LR eval string also will be there. So we can I will explain for that LR eval string these things because we are not done, right? And we have the LR output message. LR output message, which purpose we can use means you want to display any message, then you can use for that. See, for example, I'm writing here LR underscore output. Otherwise, we can do one thing directly. We can click on double click, it will come here. And message text. I'm giving for the welcome to India. Okay, click on OK. And now we'll execute, and we are able to see that output in the our output window. Means you want to display for the any message means you can use for the LR output message. Now we can go to the output. See, now you can observe. See, means which text you are keeping that LR output message, that output you will get for the output like this, welcome to India. So if you want to display for the any message, anything means you can use for the which function? LR output
message.
Okay, and we have the other functions also. We have LR paramara random function will be there. So these function which purpose we can use means, so we want to capture any random values, then you can use for the LR parameter random function. So means, for example, you want to capture for the departure city, arrive city. So you want to capture randomly, then you can give for the LR parameter random function. So that is also I will show for later. Okay. LR save string will be there. So we want to save any variable, then you can use for the LR save string. See LR think time also we see. So those will be LR functions. So if you want more functions, you can come here and you can just click on web functions. Means you can click on web and you can click here and it will show the what is the use of this function. So you can otherwise we can web reg, right? You can click on that and you can click this. So we break say from X. See you can observe. So web break find is there. So you can observe the web break function registered as a request to search for a text string on a web page. So we want to read particular function point of view, you can come here and click on that and you are able to read it. So these all will be web and LR functions. It's clear, everyone? So next thing, like see, for example, we can create multiple actions also in the action part. Like we have the 3 sections in the actions. What are they? How many sections in user? Anyone ask means we have the 3 sections. What are they? Means user init, action, and user end. So what is the user init? Means initial part we can call it as a user init. Initial part nothing but it's a launch and login. Then we can call it as a user init section. We can keep means we can keep action part nothing but business part. Business part nothing but we are booking the ticket. We can call it as a business part. End is there. So end part nothing but like your log out thing or end thing, we can call it as a end. So maybe you want to create multiple like also create the action. So you can click on actions. Here you can right button click create new action and you can give for the actions different. Like we can do for the ticket booking is one action, one more is the cancel ticket also we have, right? We can give for the cancel ticket. So you can observe now we are created action and in this place you can edit also possible. You can click on rename. This is the we can give it as a ticket booking. So now just will execute now. You can observe for the results window. I think I'm not enable. Okay. Options. Now we are able to see the runtime viewer and as same to the our like each and every transaction response time also we are able to see this. See now you can observe here. We have the like transactions. I'm not given more. I think login and find flight and sign off I give it. So this transactions we have. So you can observe login part one time executed, find flight is one time executed and one time executed. Maybe we can give for the runtime settings also. Like I want to execute this will be many times means we can give for the run logic. We can give for the 5 iterations and you can save it and you can run. Now it will execute the 5 times. See, now you can observe executed 5 times. Maybe see, you can observe visa init also it is executed 1 time. So you can observe we are given 5 times, but visa init and end part is executed only 1 time. Why? Because means user init login section. Maybe if you keep login section 1 time only it is happen, but your business flow will be executed how many times you want, it will execute that time. So for example, we are keep for enter this code like launch part and login part. We can keep from the init part. Like you can observe, just I'm up to login. Up to login, I am control X, and I'm keeping from the init section. Okay, and end section also we can change it. Okay, then you guys will be know for that. See, LR and transaction and logout part. So up to this control X, and end part also I'm keeping